My God, if we lost our property to a developer who sold us off, I don't know what we'd all do, because at 72, I couldn't move now, I don't think. My name's Michele Rivers, and I'm 72 years old, and I've lived in California since I was 18, on and off. I moved here about 12 years ago. This house was probably, or this home, I should say, it's a mobile home, was one of the most dilapidated structures in the park, but I saw the vision. I had just gone through 2 sessions of cancer after my divorce. Without a loan from a personal friend, I wouldn't have been able to move in here. And so over the years, I've just invested. I still work a couple of days a week. I have transformed an old dilapidated place to a really comfortable home. I didn't have a nest egg because it was all going into taking care of me physically through 2 sessions of cancer. This was really my only option, moving into Marin Valley. I didn't envision myself ever being in a mobile home. And I certainly had challenges with this house. I literally had to redo everything. Electrics, plumbing, ceilings, there was rat holes in the floor. The elderly gentleman that lived here, I believe, was a retired judge, and he was a divorcee, and he just sort of quit on life, I think, and he didn't have the funds, I would imagine. I was thinking about how many widows and single women post-divorces and have only this park as an opportunity to have their own homes. And after my divorce, cancer took up my half of the money from the home my husband and I had, and we're still best friends. There are lots of women living here, and statistically, men die at younger ages than women. And I was just thinking how important it is for a place for women to be housed, where they still have their independence. And in Marin County, just a room somewhere costs a small fortune. And a lot of these ladies, I mean, there's retired nurses here, there's professional women that had incredible careers, but life does give you some shocks sometimes, be it divorce or be it an illness or a family crisis. I mean, and there's so many caregivers in this community that come in part-time to help our really senior residents. It does have an amazing sense of community here because we have events for our residents. They can participate. We have food deliveries from different grocery stores and farmers markets that have an overabundance of food. It's all run by volunteers, which is wonderful. And we have an amazing group of volunteers here that just handle what we call our park market. And those who have very minimum social security are really dependent on that food. And we even have a program where you can go and help your neighbor for an hour a week, or one of your neighbors, to help with weeding or shopping or cleaning. And we're very conscious of how people are. My God, if we lost our property to a developer who sold us off, I don't know what we'd all do, because at 72, I couldn't move now, I don't think. I had a fall last year. It's really challenging. They'll have to pull me out of here to get me to live anywhere else. And actually, I couldn't afford to move in here now. Prices have even shot up in the vicinity as well. One of the things that is actually terrifying is the thought of losing your home. Now, I have spent the last 12 years, any extra money I have, I invest in my home. Can you imagine of years living in a community and somebody comes along and buys land and you get evicted in your senior years, where you want to be comfortable and putter in your garden and read a book or help somebody in the community, and you are turfed out. I don't know what on earth these people, or me, what I would do. An awful lot of our community are in their 80s. It's not like we're a group of seniors who can't take care of ourselves. We really do, but we come to a point in your maturity where you physically can't do what you did when you were younger. One of the things that's so marvelous, we're surrounded by open space, and we get wild turkeys here, we get coyotes, we get masses of quail. In fact, my house is called Quail Hollow because when I first walked up to it, the whole driveway was overgrown, but there was this little patch of dirt, and this pair of quail had laid 18 eggs there. And I thought, well, if I end up buying this place, it's got to be called Quail Hollow. It's a real community. Yeah. For years and years, they've tried to move this community in the direction of being self-owning. And actually, one of the reasons I moved here was because the city of Novato owned the land. And I had heard nightmare stories about mobile home parks across the country being sold to private individuals, and they either up the rent or they clean everybody out and develop the land. And this is a very common tactic. And it's just so cruel. I mean, can you imagine doing that to your grandma or your mom? So, what do I think about the city? I'm very disappointed in their behavior. Well, I understand and I have compassion for the fact that a lot of changes happen in the city and they can't keep up with them all. And I think mainly that a lot of them are volunteers, so that's another issue that can sometimes be very challenging in business, having volunteers. You know, their books aren't balanced. They don't know what monies they have and what they don't have. And like a lot of cities, you know, they're running short of cash. I had imagined that after the loan was paid, that the ownership would automatically come to us. And apparently there's several $1 million that is our money that the city has, and I don't see them paying it back to us, or maybe they're going to put it in a trust to help with the upkeep of the park. I'm very disappointed in them. It seems like they keep waffling around. They say one thing and then we don't get answers for months and months, if ever. It seems that they have twisted the facts, and we've had lots of support from people outside this community in Marin as a whole. Residents of Marin County are appalled that one of the few senior housing complexes is being threatened by the possibility of being sold. We have always been self-sufficient. We haven't taken any money from the Novato community, taxpayers, nothing. And they have said that, you know, we're sort of a drain on the budget. Well, we're not. We're self-sufficient. So, you know, there's pork pies being told. Pork pies is an English expression for lies. I just can't imagine a business running like that. I mean, no business would. We have a retired accountant working on our committee here. We have, you know, just incredible people here who have been professionals, attorneys, and they've retired and they're supporting us and helping us in every way that they can. And it's just amazing. I want people to feel peaceful, and I want people to feel secure here. We can't have more people living on the streets. I mean, when you're 80 and 90, you would die. This is one of the few places in Marin where people can feel like they're comfortable and safe. I don't know if I can trust the city. I'm sorry to say that, but they don't seem trustworthy in their negotiations, in their communications. I want the best to happen for the park, whatever that is. I just want the best for all concerned in the perfect way.